Welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome back to the channel, guys. Today is Christmas Day and I'm wishing every single one of you out there a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Even if you're not celebrating Christmas today, I wish you all the best, of course, all the same. Hope you're having a good time with your family, and I just basically hope that all of you guys right now are just sitting back, relaxing. Let's all just take a very, very deep breath, because honestly, it has been a tough year, and that is what this video is about today, guys. Probably the most relaxed, most laid-back video I've ever done on the channel, but all I wanted to do was on a special day, just come here with you guys and say, you know what, we're getting through it. We got through that year, we've done it now, and it's about moving forward. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in every single week, every single day, many of you. There's so many comments that I get that basically say, I've never missed a video. In this amount of time, in this many months, in this many years, I've never missed a video of yours. And every time I see something like that, it's incredible, because the dedication, you talk about me with consistency, trying to upload, and you try and upload every single day, whenever I can. I always want to bring you the latest Barca news, but you guys too, you're dedicated. You've been back here on the channel after every single result, whether it's been good. Often it hasn't been good, but we've still been here, and I'm so grateful for every single one of you guys. So thank you so much for all of your support throughout the year, because I think when we're looking at it, the year that we've just had, not just talking now about football, it's been tough for everyone, no matter where you are in the world. It's also incredible to me that so many different countries, different continents, every single corner of the world, it's all right here. It's unbelievable how so many of us from so many different places can all connect right here. And it has been tough with COVID. We're still not over that. We're still very much in that situation. And we've all just been striving to see some positivity, just to see some light at the end of the tunnel in all ways. And that is why I personally always turn to football. And that is why there's nothing more than, coming here, talking with you guys. That is what keeps me going. That is what keeps me, motivated, believing, hoping that things can improve. And I think when it comes to Barca, we're getting there now. I think for a long time we were sitting there thinking, you know what? When's it going to get better? When is it going to stop getting worse? But I just feel as though right now there is light. There's genuine light at the end of that tunnel. We had the exit of Bartomeu. That was so important there, the previous board. I'm not going to drag us all down on this nice occasion by talking bad about people, but let's just say we're glad that Bartomeu went. Then Laporta comes in. Very important there to get that experience, somebody who's been there, done it. I think we needed that in such a turbulent period, because Barca's financial situation was a really difficult one to come into, and it was always going to take time. But I just think now, moving forward now into a new year, we've got Xavi and Andes here. That is so important for us. I think to have somebody there at the helm, the coach who we really believe in, who we can put all our backing behind, our faith behind. And like I've said before, we can see that direction. We can see now that we're building something, that we're planning, that we're actually thinking about the steps that we can make. I think before, it was sort of blundering from one mistake to another, lurching in one direction and the other, and there was no path, there was no plan, there was no direction. Now, I think it's so much different. Now we can truly hope and believe again. And heading into the new year, we're still going to need patience. We're still going to need, time to see everything come to fruition. But I just think you look at the injured players that we have coming back. So many impressive names that are going to be back out there again. Ansu Fati, cannot wait to see him again on the field. Such an exciting player. The future of our club, vital that he comes back and keeps himself injury-free. That is what we're all really hoping for in 2022. Of course, Pedri, somebody who I think we can't forget about, because as much as Xavi and Nico, and you've got all these midfielders, Frenkie de Jong, they're all fantastic, they're all players that we absolutely love, but we can't forget Pedri. Yes, he's been out for quite a long time now with injury, which was almost something that we could see coming after the previous season, how much he played, how much he was overworked, in my opinion, but we can't forget about him, because when he's at his best, when he's fitting in this team, he's going to make such an impact, and again, he is a player that is going to be our future, so that's something really to be excited about. And it's not just about young players either. We've got old ones coming back too. Dani Alves, I hope he doesn't mind me calling him old there, 38 years old, but he's still young at heart. You know what he's like, in training sessions, coming back here, playing for basically nothing every week. Why? Because he wants to be here, because he wants to be part of this Barca project, and that's what this is now. It's a project. It's a new era that we're well and truly beginning. That, of course, continues with new signings coming in, Ferran Torres and the like. It's exciting. It's something that you want to be part of, and it's not just us. It's not just fans that want to be part of it, it's players too. Just look at the hunger and the determination of Ferran to swap Man City in the position they're in right now, in the fact they can compete for any title they wanted. But he wanted to be here. Barca are still going to retain that pull. We're still a massive club. We're still that historic team that people want to play for, that people want to get behind and want to see play football. And that's the way that it should be. And especially now with Xavi in charge, the style comes back with that. And that is the most important thing, I think, heading into 2022. Of course, we want better results. We want to be back up there. We want to be winning games, where we belong, top of tables, back in Champions League, all of this kind of stuff. But what I hope, probably my number one aim, aside from everything else, I want to enjoy the next year of football. I want to enjoy sitting down every single Barca game and thinking, you know what? That's our team. That's the way that we want to be playing. And that's what I have seen. Over the past few games, we've really enjoyed it, especially the first half against Elche. That was magnificent Barca. That was vintage attacking play that we saw from our team there. And against Sevilla, a lot of heart, a lot of personality, a big occasion, a big game that we really stood up. And that's what we want. As fans, when you're watching your team, when it's something that you're connected to, we can't shake Barca off. We can't just walk away from this club. We've never wanted to. But what we do want is just to enjoy it again. Have that fun factor that every single time they're on, you're looking forward to it. You're hoping that we can do something and you're believing that we can too. Those are the kind of feelings that we really do want to take into 2022. But like I say, of course we do have ambitions. We do have goals for the second half of the season here. The Copa del Rey is going to be starting. The Spanish Supercopa as well is very, very important to us that want to go into those competitions and really do the best that we can. We've got the Europa League too, of course, coming, which is not going to be easy against Napoli. That is a really, really big game in our calendar. And of course the league table. That's what I want to have a look at right now with you guys, because as you can see, we do enter the Christmas break here in 7th position in the league. But look at that. It's not as bad as it's been made out to be. Atletico Madrid now have lost 4 games in a row. They're suddenly in a mess. Everybody's been talking about Barcelona. Barca are already slipping. Barca are going to be mid-table. Barca this, Barca that. But we've actually been picking up some points. We've been steadily, slowly but surely, building some momentum. Right now, 1 point behind Atletico Madrid. That's virtually nothing. 2 points behind Rayo Vallecano in 4th place. Now, I think heading into the second half of the season, you are looking at that table thinking, okay, we need to start picking up consistent wins, going on a run, because you feel like if we do that, we can leapfrog Sociedad. We can get above Atletico Madrid. If they stay on this kind of run, if they don't sort things out, we will fancy our chances of finishing ahead of them. Then you've got Rayo, Betis, and the question that you're asking those teams is, can you continue that kind of level? Can you sustain that quality for the entire season? They've been wonderful so far. Betis in 3rd, Rayo in 4th. The home record that they've got is astounding, but can they keep that up? And what we have to do as a club now is put the pressure on. Every single time any one of these teams slips up, we've got to be right there, right behind them, saying, are you feeling that? Are you feeling the pressure now? Do you feel as though you can stay there? Because those are the kind of positions, not that we want, because I would never actually come out and say, you know what, I want Barca to finish 4th. That's my massive aim. I want us to finish 4th in the league. That's not Barca. Xavi himself would tell you that's not Barca. We want to be first. We want to be looking at Real Madrid. But our situation right now tells us that, okay, we've had a bad start of the season. We're in a transitional period. We're coming through that now, so we have to be realistic. We need Champions League football. Financially, that's so important. Also, of course, to keep the players that we have, to excite new ones. Champions League football is so important. So that's our number 1 goal. Now, if we can get into that top 4 and do it quickly, then you can start looking up. There's nothing to say that as the season goes on, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how many wins that we can put together, what teams around us are going to do. But right here and now, the ambition is to get back in that top 4, then start fighting for the places above that to really get back where we belong. But the message here today, guys, the message here that I want to give you over this nice, joyful Christmas period, we're getting there. We are pulling, moving all together in that right direction. I'm so thankful here that you guys can join me on this journey, that we can all experience it together. And honestly, my number 1 goal and my biggest motivation, every time I get up in the morning, every time I want to make a video, the one thing that I think is, imagine how it's going to be when we get really back, when Barca are truly at the peak of our powers again. That time will come. That time will come. We don't know when, we don't know how soon that's going to happen, but this club always finds a way of standing back up. And imagine the time when that comes, and we're all here together, going through those joyful moments. That's what excites me, and that is what keeps me going. But thank you so much, guys. throughout this year, throughout my entire time really on YouTube. I owe it all to you, and I am very, very thankful to each and every one of you. I will of course see you soon, I don't need to tell you, but I'll be back very, very soon with more videos of course. Enjoy your day, spend it with loved ones, with friends, with family, or even just by yourself, listening to me. That's the way to do it, nothing at all wrong with that. I will see you soon guys, and I wish you all the very best. But until next time, as always, Visca, El Barça!